from Cleveland's most accurate weather team. This is 19 First Alert Plus, sponsored by the man that makes them pay, Tim Misney.
Hello there and welcome to our First Alert forecast here, showing you the Great Lakes Science Center view, which is actually pointed toward the water. It would be an awful day to be boating or anywhere remotely close to the water. Would not want to be there because it is absolutely freezing still outside. We have Erica Page, who nodded in agreement with me.
Yes.
So yeah, we talked about this yesterday a bit, Erica, but today was a tough day for my dog's paws, particularly for the, he did the thing when he gets it stuck between the two, and then it kept looking at me like, Dad, save me, so that I would save him, and then he was like, cool, so we can go back in now, and I'm like, no, you still have to finish your business. So yeah, it just batters you, and that poor animal.
I know. I feel for you there because my dog was doing the same thing. She was doing that paw lift, you know, where she just gets so cold and she doesn't want to be out there. But unfortunately, when you have pets, sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to grin and bear it for a few minutes to get the business done and then head back inside. I'm updating a graphic really quickly because this just came in, so give me 1 second while I finish this up. We have a winter storm watch now that's in effect, so let me get
Take
the
your time.
timing on this.
I'll talk while you figure that out, and then just give me a wave when you're ready to roll.
Sounds good.
So when Erica, is talking about this, she's forecasting all morning essentially and updating as we go, and especially in situations like this where everything's changing very fast. We are constantly seeing temperatures change, or these storms, as Erica says. So when she says that she's getting this coming in, that is new information that's been rolled in. She has to update all of her graphics in addition to getting prepared for 3 o'clock, learning how to juggle, and preparing a casserole. It's all in a day's work for her. So that's what she means by having to update that. So you're good? Okay, cool. So I'll pull that up then right away, Erica. So now we are improved this, or at least bumped up the potential for that storm, and I'll let you take it away.
Yeah, so this is coming in literally just as we were getting ready to do our Facebook Live. Winter storm watch now in effect for all the counties you see there in blue. So this does include Sandusky, Norwalk, Elyria, Medina, Akron. You're included in this. Cleveland, Mentor, Geauga County. Basically because we are expecting that we're going to see some decent snowfall accumulation. We're still nailing down specifics in terms of how much we could potentially see as data continues to get a little bit closer. We always get a much better picture. That's why we always say keep checking back in with us, because usually the latest forecast is always the best forecast. Not usually, it always is. So definitely, especially in situations like this, keep tuned to all the different changes that are coming in, because as our computer models continue to gather more agreement as to what will likely happen, we will continue to get a better idea in terms of specifics, because everybody wants to know how much snow are we going to be seeing. That's always the magic question. And we're starting to get a pretty good idea that during that 1 a.m. Friday to 1 a.m. Saturday timeframe, which is when this winter storm watch is in place, we will likely see some decent snowfall accumulation across parts of Northeast Ohio. Right now, I would say as the forecast stands, the potential for 3 to 6+ inches, because you're also going to get some lake enhancement that will take over during the day on Saturday, but there's still a lot to be ironed out with the specifics on exactly how much. However, I will say this, the National Weather Service in their discussion that they put out every day, they were saying, there's a pretty good chance that I think the counties that we see here in the winter storm watch, you have a better opportunity of potentially getting into that winter storm warning criteria rather than just say winter weather advisory. Now, we don't have that for sure. We don't know necessarily if that's exactly the way they're going to go, because they too are waiting for more data to come in. But it's interesting that this is actually correlating well with one other graphic that I have, and we're going to dive into this a little bit more in First Alert Focus tonight. But because we have the winter storm watch out, we'll talk about it briefly here real quick. We have this product called heavy snow probability, meaning what are your chances of seeing that winter storm warning criteria possibly? And I have a couple things toggled on. This is for days 1 through 4, but you can basically see where that correlates well with where we have that winter storm watch that was just issued. We have those greater confidences that we're going to see a little bit more snow accumulation moving through. So we do have a 19 First Alert weather day in place for tomorrow. We got to talk about that one first. Then we have a couple more that are in line beyond this to kind of get you back to where we have that winter storm watch in effect for Friday headed into early Saturday. So tomorrow, generally light accumulations out of this. It really looks like the bulk of this system is actually going to track a little farther to the north. That's been the consensus. So I think north of Cleveland, north of Lake Erie is kind of the better opportunity of seeing some of those heavier snowfall totals, but it's all coming out of this system you see out to the west. So as we walk you through really quickly, just some of the data concerning tonight headed into tomorrow morning. I am concerned that we will see some light accumulation, especially for areas, say, Akron northward. I think that has the best chance of seeing some snowfall accumulation through the early hours of tomorrow. But I don't know that we're necessarily going to see a lot during that morning commute time. So the hope is it falls during the early hours, plows are able to get out, start clearing out some of those roadways to make them a bit more passable through the morning hours tomorrow. And then we may still have a couple scattered snow showers in the mix as we go through your Thursday, but generally not tracking heavy snowfall accumulation through the day tomorrow. I'm thinking on the order 1 to 3 inches at most if we are going to see that better band of snow set up during the overnight hours. But it's headed into Friday. This is why that winter storm watch was issued. Everybody has an opportunity of picking up on some of that snow, but you're going to get some lake enhancement. So for areas that are closer to the lake shore, we will have to watch for additional higher totals and additional travel impacts that we are going to have to battle through the day on Friday and likely into Saturday as well, as we still deal with some lake effect snow possible first half of the weekend.
All right, Erica, I love how that ends. It's like right now there's not much. And then it's the blotter thing or the psych test, and then now we get here and all I see is pain.
Yeah.
We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back. We're going to learn more about the joy that you have prepared for us.
I've represented families just like yours for over 4 decades. Listen, if you need me, call me. You know I'll be there for you, and I'll make them pay. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye out for you.
All right, Erica, we are back. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the potential of showers. So that means it's a little warmer.
Yeah, it is. And we will have something to kind of look forward to beyond the weekend. If you are a snow lover, you have plenty of opportunities of picking up on some light snow. We'll have to watch Sunday. Sunday, this is mainly east of Cleveland, but we may still have a little bit of light lake effect left in the mix. Overall, though, once we get past the day on Saturday, the lake effect comes to a close. We get a small break Sunday into Monday. Yeah, we've got a couple opportunities for some light snow showers, but I really don't think it's going to amount to a whole lot, unlike what we're going to see Friday headed into Saturday. Those look to be the most impactful days that we're going to have, at least in the next 5 days. And then looking ahead towards next week, there is a chance that Tuesday, as those temperatures are warming from below freezing Monday night headed into Tuesday afternoon, we may have some mix to encounter, some potential freezing rain. We'll have to watch for that, especially with temperatures basically just hovering at best into the mid-30s that day. But it is our next big system that we're going to watch headed into early next week. But as you said, it's going to be rain because temperatures finally at this point above freezing across Northeast Ohio.
All right, Erica, anything else before we let you go and get ready for the newscasts?
I don't think so. Just really keeping a close eye on Friday into Saturday, because I have a feeling we're going to see data really come to a good consensus here within the next 24 hours or so.
All right, Erica Page, thanks so much. We'll see you on 19 News.
Thanks. See you then.
And that is it for your First Alert forecast, of course. Today, 7:30, First Alert Focus. Cleveland's most accurate forecast takes their way to the airwaves with the only weather show in the market. So we'll see you there, 7:30 WUAB, that is CW for those that aren't familiar with acronyms. We will see you there, again, 7:30, right here on 19 News and our sister station, CW43. All right, that's it for your First Alert forecast. Much more tonight, 19 News, 3 o'clock for 3.5 hours of nonstop news.
19 News, now streaming on Samsung Smart TV. Search for channel 1035.